Hello and thanks for staying with us on Africa Independent Television, AIT. Welcome to Democracy Today. I am Ijoma Osamor. It's just 79 days to the next round of general elections in Nigeria. And on Saturday, December 1, the political parties will begin the campaigns for the 2019 governorship and state legislative elections. Electioneering for the Abuja Area Council polls will equally commence on the same day. The issue of violent-free campaigns and the security of lives and property during the election season is generating interest in many circles, ostensibly responding to the desire for a rancor-free electoral process. The former military head of state, Abdulsalam Abubakar, led Peace Committee has begun deliberations with INEC, security personnel and political parties. The committee met with INEC chairman, and after a closed session, the chairman of the committee, Abdulsalam Abubakar, showed Nigerians of peace during and after the election.
The aim of the meeting with the political parties is try to reach an understanding where we will get them at a later date to sign the memorandum of understanding of how to go on campaigning without bitterness, and for all the parties to accept the end result when finally INEC declares the election result. So this is why we are having this meeting, to strategize and see how we can move forward. We have taken note.
Last night, we took up the crisis in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, where it was reported that 5 out of 26 members sat, impeached the speaker, and sacked 11 other members. That singular act led to violence in the state. The governor of Akwa Ibom State has been calling for the immediate removal of the commissioner of police, alleging that he has been compromised. The latest from Akwa Ibom is that women took to the streets calling for the removal of the commissioner of police in the state.
Intimidated. Whatever they do. That all of us, we stand by Governor Emmanuel. On PDP we stand. On our declaration we stand. On 2019 Governor remains our governor.
Yes, that's the women from Akwa Ibom protesting. They're joining forces with the state governor. Tonight, our focus will be on place of party supremacy in the affairs of the political parties. Last week, the National Working Committee of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, told aggrieved members of the party who sued the party to withdraw their suit or be shown the way out of the party. But on Monday, President Muhammadu Buhari, the highest political office holder of the party, and by extension, the leader of the party, overruled the decision of the NWC, saying that aggrieved members are at liberty to seek redress in court. These two positions are contrary to one another. But which is more superior, the position of the president or the party? We are being joined by a member of the APC and also a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable E.J. Abunaima. You're welcome to Democracy Today.
Thank you for
having
me.
We also have in the
to our viewers out there.
Yes, we also have in the studio another very, it's our friend, is a friend to the media, and also an observer, election observer, a very strong one at that. And I have, who is also a political analyst, I have with me Ezenwa. Welcome to Democracy Today.
My pleasure.
Thank you. We'll be going to that discussion, but now let's see what happened in Imo State. The governor yesterday spoke with the media. Let's hear him.
While I support my party, I cannot hold them back from joining the party whatsoever they want to do so. And because I'm not party to it, I know what I will do as a father to stop injustice which never went through. everywhere I've received assurance from all those who are APC who intend to move to another party to actualize their political ambition. People want to support President Muhammad. So you might see people in different parties with one presidential candidate.
Yes, that statement made a lot of people to think that the governor has defected to another political party, the DPP. And some dailies today took it on the front page of their papers that Governor Rochas Okorocha, his son-in-law, Uche Wosu, who is supposed to be his candidate for governorship, has left the APC to the DPP. But I put a call through to the national chairman of the DPP, who told me that I should disregard that story, but they are still dotting the I's and crossing the T's. That shows that they may be planning to quit and to move to another political party before Saturday, because Saturday happens to be the last day for submission of names of candidates for governorship and state houses of assembly. I'm now being joined via the telephone by the aide to Governor Rochas Okorocha, that's the Special Assistant on Political Matters, Steve Asimobi. Hello.
Yeah, hello. How are you?
Thank you very much, Mr. Asimobi, for being a part of the program. Now, let's hear from you. Is your governor moving to DPP, or has he moved?
I'm quite surprised that the governor called the press conference yesterday, and he was very emphatic that he is a member of APC and not a member of APC as president in the assembly of APC through presidential election. That was not a loose stone. He is the candidate of the party and he remains a member of the party. So I don't know where that question is coming from, Ijo.
Yes, you will know where the question is coming from, because I saw it on one of the dailies today that the governor has moved. The governor and Uche Wosu, that's the governorship candidate of the from his faction, has moved to DPP. And if you say, is he planning to move?
No.
It's not planning to move.
How is he going to move? Now, they have finished a substitute for senatorial and federal house candidates. And the governor, Okorocha, is a major leader in APC and a senatorial candidate of APC. So
what about that of his candidate? The candidate is supporting Uche Wosu. Is Uche Wosu leaving the APC to DPP?
Well, I don't have information on that, and I don't know where you get that information, and it's not a part of what the governor said in a very, very exhaustive just interview yesterday.
All right, Mr. Steve Asimobi, you're talking, I can hear you.
Yeah, the governor was very emphatic on the fact that there are two active aspirants of the party, and who would wish to leave the party, of course, to go and look for their run for election. We cannot stop them from moving.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for being a part of the program.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, like we said earlier, we are looking at party supremacy, and we have two guests in the studio. I'll just go straight now. First of all, you are an APC member. Let me start from you, because Mr. Ezenwa will be talking squarely on the overall position of all political parties. You heard what your party said last week. In fact, I got the statement, and they said those who have cases in court should withdraw their suit, office, threats to be expelled or suspended from the party. Now the president is saying the otherwise. Who do you take as an APC member?
Well, thank you very much. Let me say this. The APC constitution, of course, supersedes whatever any member of our great party or Progressive Congress. And it is the law of our party, and it is the constitution of our party. And I believe everybody must abide by the rule and must follow to the latter, that nobody is above the constitution of any political party. If you have decided to join APC, it is your duty to adhere
to the Constitution.
to the Constitution.
So
of
what
the
about
party.
if the party says? Because now let me read. Let me read this part of the Constitution.
Hold on. Let me land. Hold on. You ask a question. What I'm going to tell you and our viewers, Nigerians, what is happening today is unfortunate. Anybody that decides to aspire, it is his or her constitutional right. But nobody has the right to submerge or to do otherwise against the constitution
of the party.
APC.
So can I just ask you, is your party chairman going against the Constitution where he said they should go and withdraw their support?
Let's get this clear and get this straight. If somebody commits a crime, work against the rule of law, and anyone found wanting should face the wrath of the law. So if somebody is trying to work against the Constitution, being a man or woman, that person must face disciplinary action.
Okay.
But what we are saying here is this. If, for instance, what you should understand as well is that if somebody, because you are a member of APC, decide to take law into your hand.
He's not taking the law. The person went to the court.
Can I just finish? Decide to take laws into his or her hand, that person has the right to face the law.
Okay. We'll come back to you because I have Mr. Isaac one here, right here in the studio. Now, I'm going to ask you this question, but I will take an excerpt from the APC Constitution. I have other constitution that was supposed to come here with the PDP Constitution too. They also talk about internal mechanism for settlement of disputes. Now, the APC Constitution, Article 21, talking about discipline of party. Can we just have that Article 21 on said? I would like us to go to the last part of the article. It says, filing an action in court. The last two parts, I'm talking about section 9 and 10. Is it 9 and 10 on 11? Filing an action in a court of law against the party or any of its officers on any matter relating to the discharge of the duties of the party without first exhausting all avenues for redress provided for in this Constitution is a crime, is an offense. And in case of alteration of delegate list, falsification of nomination result, or tampering with the process of internal democracy of the party, the offender shall be liable to expulsion from the party and be prosecuted. With this part of the APC Constitution here now, does it not mean that the national chairman of the APC may be right? The National Working Committee, I beg your pardon, may be right to say, you don't go to court. If you go to court and sue the party, you face disciplinary action. And one of them is expulsion from the party.
Well, I think I do, and it's okay to subscribe to internal party democracy and, in fact, internal party discipline. But that does not also suggest by any stretch that if there is, if people act recklessly within the confines of this Constitution, that citizens who are members of the APC can't take recourse to judiciary. Because the courts, the Constitution of the country is superior to the APC Constitution, to the PDP Constitution, and indeed any other
party constitution.
Any other party constitution. The Constitution of the Federal Republic is the ground norm. Is what is the beginning and end of laws in the country. So if any of these laws infract on the Constitution, any citizen, whether he's a member of a political party or not, has recourse to go to some other person and say, look, I've been offended by my party. Please see whether my party has acted in... It's democratic.
Okay. Now let me take you to Supreme Court judgment. I think it's the Supreme Court judgment of the PDP crisis and also the APGA issue. The court referred them to the internal party mechanism and said whatever happens within a party should be handled by the party.
What you said is exhaust. The Constitution is clear that you need to exhaust the internal mechanisms. If you exhaust the internal mechanisms and that didn't work for you, what do you do? Option AK-47? You can't take that option. You need to go to the Constitution. You need to go to the courts. But again, Because what is in contention is the conflict between the party and presidential.
Who is a leader of the party, a member of the party?
The whole idea of leader of the party is an intrusion.
Okay.
It is an intrusion. In the APC constitution, there is no position for the leader of the party. In this constitution, they are holding. There is no where you have some,
even that of the president is not here.
There is no, but the president of the party has a membership card, one membership card. He does not have two. Okay, that is something innocuous that President Obasanjo introduced to our politics that has cascaded down. That up to even the governors now, the wives of the governors, the caretaker, the chairman of local government, have all leaders, and that itself has become, they have ambushed internal mechanisms of the party and suffocated it in such a way that it can't even act. But having said that, okay, what is important is that if a member of a political party, if his fundamental human rights, the right to aspire, the right to contest, the right to participate, the right to free assembly is infringed upon, even by this constitution, I think that person has a right to approach an arbiter. And the only arbiter that we know today is the judiciary. And it is also democratic to do so. And in that light, what the president can do is to suggest to the party, not to say you overrule. The word overrule is also not democratic, because the president suggested something democratic.
I don't think the president used that word overrule.
No,
I think the media has been using that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
All the pages of the newspaper
that's what
use
I'm
overrule.
saying. That's what I'm saying, that the president cannot overrule, should not be seen to be overruling the party. As a member of the political party, he has a view, he has a position, and I'm a very influential member at that. He can articulate that view, but he cannot impose that view on the party.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, he has said this. But if the president comes today and say, Mr. Chairman, this is what I want, you think anybody can?
But let me tell you this, unfortunately, I think the media, some of the media houses, both electronic and print media, have been hitting up the system and try to put our party in bad light, which APC is not on trial. Mr. President is a member of our great party. Whether you like it or not, he's our leader. He's our leader. But I believe, I know that for a fact that Mr. President, President Buhari, would not want to take the issue by being a dictator. He would not. And I think the media are played to the gallery, try to whip sentiment, which there's no sentiment
here. By the time you say the media played to the gallery,
yes, of
there are some, they are some,
they are hitting the system, beating the system.
Let me let you know that there are some aggrieved APC members who, who feels that the party is not being fair to them, and they are still holding on to the court. And when the president came out with this same statement on Monday, they were happy. Because they said
Mr. President is trying to harness, is being a leader and a father, try to bring everybody together on the same table. Look, we are one family. But guess what? For God's sake, you can't take first, take second, take third. There are some governors that want to take first, they want to take second, they want to take third, fourth, fifth. It does not work that way. And impunity is what we fought when I was in PDP. And the current chairman is saying we must stop impunity. That the people must be the one to decide and dictate who should be their leader. So let's allow the members of our party to decide.
So what are you saying? Now, those who are aggrieved, who are saying that, well, it's an allegation that the national chairman is not allowing the will of the people to count in some parts.
Can you prove that? I am a member.
Saying those who are saying, I am not a member of your party.
Look, I want to sympathize with all those who lost, but if you don't win today, definitely you can win tomorrow. It is not about, look, you must win at all times. So my problem is that we try to abuse the judiciary. We try to do that every time there's an election. You see everybody going to court to have a redress in the court. So just because they want to, I'm happy. I contested. My opponent didn't go to court to challenge. And I have, a lot of people that did not do that. But some selfish and greedy people, not all of them, some. I will say this without your favor.
You call them selfish and greedy?
No, because listen, even I tell you, there are some politicians that are even working. I'm talking about PDP, working to make sure that, you know, they're pushing some of them.
But is it not right for you to take your case to the court? If somebody takes you to court and said, I'm not happy with what I saw, is there anything wrong in that?
Have you exhausted the party constitution?
All right, we'll come back
Have you done that?
We'll come back to that. We'll just take a break here and bring you stories from across the state. And the other time, I will allow Eze Nwanwagu to tell us how influential the governors are in political parties. Just after this break, stay with us.
After almost 2 months of internal party squabbles, aggrieved members of the ruling All Progressives Congress in Bauchi and Gombe states say they are now ready for reconciliation only if justice prevails. The group are calling for cancellation of the October 2nd senatorial district primaries on the grounds of irregularities.
We have been sent here to listen to you, to give you fair hearing.
We are ready for any reconciliation, but that reconciliation must be based on justice.
Now, as part of efforts to restore peace to the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, a high court sitting in Uyo, the state capital, has granted an order of interim injunction restraining Honorable Inse Ntwen from parading himself as a Speaker of the State House of Assembly, pending determination of motion on notice filed by the Speaker Onofiong Luke. And from Kwara State, North Central Nigeria, many political actors have distanced themselves from reports making the rounds that the relationship between the Senate President Bukola Saraki and the Governor of Kwara State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, may have gone sour, following the outcome of Kwara South by-election, in which the PDP was defeated.
To the governor, being somebody who likes equity, fairness, he thought over it and said, look, I have to lay a good example.
Also, the People's Democratic Party in Gombe has described as shocking the defection of Senator Joshua Ladani. In a statement signed by its Secretary Buba Shanu, the party described Senator Ladani as a serial defector, insisting his latest defection is as a result of his defeat during the primaries. And the leadership of the People's Democratic Party in Borno State have accused the state governor, Kasim Shettima, of destroying the political signage and billboards of their candidates.
Last night, all banners, posters, and billboards of all the candidates of the PDP and the flags of PDP were destroyed on the orders of Governor Shettima of Borno State.
Well, that's what the PDP in Borno State is saying, and hopefully tomorrow on this program we'll be getting the Borno State governor or his aide to explain to us what is happening there. Are they destroying the billboard and campaign posters of their opponents? Well, we'll just wait until tomorrow to hear from the Borno State government. Now, before we go, we have just limited time. I need you to educate Nigerians on how strong are the governors, because today what we see governors dictating. There is the place of the political party. If governors
who am I to educate Nigerians? I think the thing is simple. The governors are the biggest threat to our current democracy. Their mentality of their huge sense of entitlement, they think we owe them. All over the country, they parade themselves as if the citizens owe them. Look at the kind of local government election they conduct. They take 100%. They don't even concede all across the states, across the parties. They don't concede anything to opposition.
So where is the place of the party?
Okay. No, that's what I'm telling you. The party chairmen in the states resume and wake up in state government houses.
That's what you think? Some of them are not even happy with themselves.
I've just told you that. I said everywhere you go to, watch the television. You will see, where you see the governor, you see his party chairman. You will see him seated almost side by side. At every, the truth of the matter is that if the Imo State we are talking about, party meetings hold in government houses.
Really?
Even in the APC now, most of the meetings hold in the villa.
Really?
We have
I disagree on
we
that.
We have unwittingly eroded the, the sanctity, the internal party mechanisms, chief executives, including president. You are disagreeing. The president woke up and set up the conciliation committee
at the Villa.
for at the Villa.
Even the launch of his
even
the launch of his policy document,
obstructing the function of the National Working Committee. We need to put a stop to some of the things that President Obasanjo introduced to our politics. This whole idea of leader of the party is being taken to a ridiculous level. And to that extent, we are not allowing party administration to grow. We don't have people who can make a career in party administration in our country. That is something we need to deal with. We can't continue the way we are going.
So how do political parties own? How do members of the political parties own the party?
First, by paying their dues. Honorable will be going for rally, okay, a party rally. He will provide bus. He will provide food. He will provide transport. He will clothe the people coming to do rally of their own political party. There is something that doesn't sit well in that. And that is something that we need to wake up to our citizens. Okay. That whether in political parties or elsewhere, we need to own this process and ensure that equality. Nobody gives honorable, my friend, 2 party cards because he's honorable member. He will only get 1 party card.
Exactly. Anyway, that's how we say thank you for being a part of the program. The time is up. Yes, I said you should give me the APC constitution.
Well, let me hand over the APC.
I'm not a member of the APC.
Welcome you to our party.
I am not. I can't be a politician. I am a journalist. I can't be a member of any political party. Anyway, that's how we say thank you for being a part. Just like our page on Facebook, Democracy Today. You can also follow us on our Twitter handle at Democracy2. Or follow me on my handle at EJ Osamor. Until tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Good night.